We've all been there. Picture this, you're on hold. Again, a cheerful robot voice assures you that your call is very important. Important enough to be subjected to the same tinny hold music for the 47th minute. We've all been there, haven't we? This, my friends, is the tip of the iceberg. A tiny taste of the global pandemic of incompetence we call modern life. From government agencies to multinational corporations, inexplicable decisions and baffling inefficiencies seem to be the order of the day. It's enough to make you wonder if there's some secret society out there, actively promoting the least qualified individuals into positions of power. Well, friends, stop wondering, because there is, and it's bigger than you think. So, how does this organization operate? It's not about secret handshakes or coded messages. It's far more insidious. Think of it as a self-perpetuating machine, fueled by a toxic cocktail of tradition, nepotism, and a fundamental misunderstanding of what constitutes leadership. It starts early. Remember that kid in school who always got picked last for team sports? Turns out he's now in charge of something important. Okay, maybe not national security, but definitely something important. The point is, this isn't some grand conspiracy. It's just the system working as designed. The machine churns on, rewarding those who play by its nonsensical rules. Want a promotion? Don't rock the boat. Don't challenge the status quo. And whatever you do, never ever suggest that things could be done better. Efficiency is the enemy, and innovation is downright blasphemous. The beauty, or rather the horror of this organization, is its global reach. It's not confined by borders, languages, or even common sense. From the DMV to the United Nations, its tendrils reach far and wide, ensuring a consistent level of mediocrity across all aspects of human endeavor. Take, for example, the case of the British government's Get Ready for Brexit website. Launched with much fanfare, this digital marvel promised to guide citizens through the complexities of leaving the European Union. Instead, it offered a masterclass in confusion, contradiction, and broken links. Or consider the time a major airline accidentally sold tickets for $0. Not a typo, folks, $0. You'd think an industry built on complex logistics and precise calculations could avoid such a basic error. And yet, here we are, living proof that even the most sophisticated systems are only as good as the least competent human operating them. You might be familiar with the Peter Principle, which states that people in a hierarchy tend to rise to their level of incompetence. Our organization takes this principle and injects it with industrial strength growth hormones, creating a world where incompetence isn't just the norm, it's practically celebrated. Think about it. When was the last time you heard a politician admit they were wrong, or a CEO take responsibility for a major blunder? In this twisted system, accountability is for suckers, failure is spun into success, and blame is always deflected downwards. This culture of impunity creates a vicious cycle. The incompetent are rewarded for their incompetence, which encourages more incompetence, and so on. It's like a game of hot potato, but instead of a hot potato, it's a ticking time bomb of bad decisions. Section 5. The illusion of choice. You might be thinking, but wait, we have elections. We choose our leaders. And you'd be right, sort of. You see, the organization understands the importance of maintaining the illusion of choice. It's like choosing between different brands of the same bland, mass-produced cereal. They present us with a carefully curated selection of candidates, each more indistinguishable from the last. Sure, they might have different haircuts or slightly varying shades of beige suits, but scratch beneath the surface and you'll find the same unwavering commitment to mediocrity. This is the true genius of the organization. They've created a system where real change is impossible, no matter who you vote for. It's like trying to steer a runaway train with a banana peel. You might feel like you're in control, but ultimately, you're just along for the disastrous ride. Section 6. But wait, there's more: incompetence. The pervasiveness of this organizational incompetence can be disheartening, to say the least. But fear not, dear reader, for there is a silver lining. Well, not a silver lining exactly, more like a dull, tarnished copper lining. The point is, there's humor to be found in the absurdity of it all. Take, for instance, the case of the town council that spent months debating the placement of a new park bench. Months, people. You'd think they were trying to solve world hunger, not decide whether to face the bench towards the sunrise or the sunset. Or consider the time a major city implemented a new traffic light system that somehow managed to increase traffic congestion. Because nothing says progress like longer commute times and increased road rage. These examples may seem trivial, but they highlight the systemic nature of the problem. Section 7. The price of admission. We've all felt the frustration of dealing with bureaucratic nightmares, technological mishaps, and just plain bad decisions. But the true cost of this pervasive incompetence runs far deeper. It erodes trust in institutions, fuels cynicism, and creates a sense of apathy and resignation. When we're constantly bombarded with examples of incompetence, it's easy to become jaded. We start to accept mediocrity as the norm, lowering our expectations for ourselves and those around us. This, my friends, is the true insidiousness of the organization. It's not just about bad decisions. It's about chipping away at our collective faith in the very systems that are supposed to serve us. The good news is, recognizing the problem is the first step towards addressing it. By shining a light on the absurdity, the inefficiency, and the downright ridiculousness of it all, we can start to dismantle the systems that perpetuate incompetence. Section 8. Are we all complicit? So, the next time you find yourself staring blankly at a nonsensical form, trapped in an endless phone queue, or shaking your head at the latest government blunder, ask yourself this. Are you part of the problem or the solution? Are you perpetuating the cycle of incompetence by accepting the status quo? Or are you challenging it, demanding better, and refusing to settle for anything less than excellence? The choice, my friends, is yours. But choose wisely. The future of humanity might just depend on it. Or at the very least, the future of your sanity.